title basically says it all. This wasn't a professional organized competition. There was some BMX event with a couple hundred people, and they always have a chili cook-off. I'm not much for cooking, so I thought it would be funny to throw a bunch of Wendy's chili in a crock pot and see if anyone noticed. They didn't. I've been a vegetarian for roughly 12 years, so this was a long time ago.
Work smart, not hard. Surprise first place was just Wendy's chili, no Tabasco.
Now this is a confession.
1 jar of Welch's grape jelly to 11 cans of Hormel chilled rain, all into crock pot heat.
Grape jelly, any chance you could elaborate on that?
The meat and beans disagree.
My good party added 1 jar of Welch's grape jelly, 1 baby Ray's BBQ and meatballs from the frozen
Section toss into crock pot and watch them disappear. In the attempted subterfuge you ruined your shot at greatness. This thread feels like people are trying to troll me into self.
Mouth rape, I trust none of you people. Half and half just seems ridiculously aggressive. Badass meatballs and sugar sauce.
Grand prize was straight Tabasco, no chili.
You ever try eating your own poop? If you use some grape jelly and mustard, it really makes it taste like shit.
My meat and beans are hard, no. Note that's not appetizing either.
49, in case you weren't joking.
Did you win anything for second place? This thread is making less and less sense to me, one at the same time. Tempting me to dump some preserves in my spaghetti, I don't like it.
I'm afraid, and I really want to try it.
Average sugar is great on pizza. Wait, what is happening in this thread?
I like how murder has been confessed in the sub, but
things like this are the most real shit.
Damn bro, my dad is super involved in a bait low-lie.
Played in their annual charity softball game.
I tried to pass KFC mashed potatoes and gravy at a holiday public because I was hungover. Even put it in a nice serving platter. 1 bite, everyone called me out. Any idea why that worked?
I'd be interested to hear about the eggs and quesadillas.
I am that guy who is gonna point out this is only true if both cans have the same weight.
There's a Reddit post about a woman who ran a cake shop using cakes from a box she bought from stores out of town, so no one would catch her.
Badass, because you didn't add Tabasco sauce to it like op.
They probably used money.
And I'll back you up on that, but I am simultaneously the guy who also upvoted the 98 sugar comment. I mean, if it tastes good, why people be upset about it being meatless?
I guess I need to try it sometime.
Was the winner a guy called Kevin, though?
Y'all have got try putting your toenail clippings in your soup. The crunch really complements the redness.
That's why up added Tabasco so slow.
Carrying on spaghetti, what the fuck kind of community has this thread?
Awoken jelly chili sugar pizza.
I am lonely anyway, so I am gonna definitely use this for spaghetti.
This man eats shit.
I too choose this person as quesadillas. There was a line and you crossed it. Do you have any pictures of the trophy?
Grape jelly is used in BBQ sauce all the time. The sweetness complements tomatoes well, apparently.
Oof, yeah, the texture of fast food mashed potatoes is terrible.
You see, in our society, money can be exchanged for goods and services.
He was busted only by the guy who didn't add Tabasco to Wendy's chili.
Reading the other comments, third place was probably Wendy's chili with grape jelly.
Undercook the onions. Everyone's going to get to know each other in the pot.
The supreme grand prize was just a bowl no chili or Tabasco.
This sounds like a travesty, like I am legitimately angry hearing that how my chili looks and tastes like.
Dog food, and adding jelly to that sounds like a thing that sociopaths do.
The biggest boost will come from using your own whole dried chilies and cumin toasted, then ground fine most other.
Things don't matter, so long as you have your salt level right.
The competition must have been atrocious. Wendy's chili with its old unused hamburger patties in it is just not that good.
Sandries and powdered sugar is great on pizza. What on God's green earth?
I'm curious how you could afford to buy a crock pot's worth of retail chili.
Sweetness balances acidity. Sandries and powdered sugar is great on pizza.
I tried a crock pot meatball recipe using grape jelly and BBQ sauce. Fucking awesome.
Eureka! It really does. My cheetah meatball sauce is a jar of grape jelly and
A jar of chili sauce. Super easy, super tasty.
I use brown sugar to sweeten mine. I like it sweet and spicy. My wife took my chili to her work cook-off and won it. I am not a braggart, it's the only thing I can make well.
that off-menu chili, son. The trick is to undercook the onions. Everyone is going to get
To know each other in the pot. But you gotta get higher aspirations than being able
To afford 6 quarts of Wendy's chili. I'm scared this is some Twilight Zone level shit right here.
Spicy meat and beans. I can feel the burn.
11 parts steaming hot shit and 1 jar of jelly.
I bet everyone in this thread would be fooled by a can of store-bought chili.
What innocent child do you not know what the fuck is in ketchup BBQ sauce?
fast food, and pretty much most common sauce is sugar.
Product auntie, put water in your chili.
Wait, will I need to do some research in this sub.
Cake mix from scratch is hard as fuck. Everyone just likes Pillsbury more anyway.
So you buy the more expensive shop cakes instead. Big cake is a racket. Unless you have industrial equipment and sources for fresh moisture-controlled leavening.
Box mixes rise much more consistently.
Well, TBH, it's mostly been like attempted murder, but I
Remember one where a guy tried to help cover one up?
I am also interested, haha.
I bet you could have won first if you out-used any other hot
Sauce other than Tabasco.
I use pre-ground chilies, which I now realize is probably the
issue. I hardly use any of those spice jars anymore. I either use
fresh herbs or grate my own spices now.
If you're really serious about this stuff, you'll be up the night before pressing
garlic and dicing whole tomatoes, not to mention toasting your own ancho chilies.
What rules did they change to prevent this? Was it the way the votes were
Tallied or ingredient restriction or requirement?
We add pudding mix to ours. It makes it moist and fluffier.
People think it from scratch.
I guess like they add elasticizer or something to make it more rubbery.
I love that this bot can derail comment threads just by commenting.
The best cake I've already made my decision. Fat content be damned.
Wendy's chili is pretty cheap.
Cream cheese on club crackers with jalapeno jelly dip.
Bro, I am a topper of the abate class. You could say I am a
Master abate now.
People have always made fun of me because I love Wendy's chili. I know. No, I was never wrong. Thank you, Op. I will think of you.
The next time I get a Wendy's taco salad.
Bullshit.
Guarantee that's some shit.
You just end up with a smooth blend of sweet, tangy, and spicy, depending on sausage.
Works. I was just in a thread the other day talking about
Fruit or jalapeno jelly too. Ever see jalapeno jelly at the store?
I love you.
I actually just had a little breakfast croissant a few days ago that was served with spicy mustard to dip on one side and jelly on the other. It's actually pretty good.
I had a co-worker that used to make weenies with BBQ sauce and
grape jelly in a slow cooker with the little hot dogs.
I always default to boxed mixes, and everyone asks how I made it. I swear they'll eat better than scratch, they know what they're redoing. Not Kevin dropped his chili on the way to the competition, unfortunately. Row careful there, buddy. Tabasco Nation will rise up.
And the hot sauce wars will begin.
the pizza chain I worked for about 18 years ago had a desert pizza regular pizza dough custard sauce. Blueberry conserve topping crumbled cheese, fucking delicious.
Bold move if bikers are known for anything at S being avid chili lovers. Actually that S probably not true.
I haven't seen QFT in years.
Quite fucking true.
Flour, baking powder, eggs and milk is hard.
It reminds me of that episode of the Andy Griffith Show, when Aunt almost accidentally
Enter store-bought pickles to the county fair pickle competition. Work there 2010. We just collected the patties and ground them up the next morning and added the chili mix then.
My recipe for eggs and quesadillas involves calling Domino's and ordering a pizza.
It's not stealing if you don't get caught. Why did you need to let us know you were vegetarian now?
Confessions. Now I know how a Catholic priest feels. Not in the same.
Well, I did when I was young though.
Probably try a couple shots of espresso in your next batch.
Of chili use equivalently less water. Quoted for truth. Lol, I want to see a mad lad actually try to do this at him.
Official chili cook-off. Stunks.
Well, if they're re-hunting nightmares, grape spaghetti is what they're re-looking for.
I ate shit once, it tastes like ass.
Ask that at McDonald's.
You guys are cracking me up seriously, like that big toenail did too.
My front tooth soup was a solid 5 or 7.
Give 2 gallons of the OMC.
Why don't the boxers yell you to do that themselves?
Sour cream works well too, and extra sugar.
You put it back in the pot with the carpeting.
Probably why it got 1 ST place.
Why does every bowl of Wendy's chili only have 239 beans in it? Greater than because.
If you had just one more bean, it'd be too fatty. Less than.
That was awful. Take your upvote and leave.
Contrast to Wendy, yes.
Do not use this for spaghetti, you are thinking tariff nightmare. You are not the boss of me.
It is no joke. I do a variant with 1 part grape jelly, 1 part BBQ sauce of choice, a small spoonful of Thai chili paste and a small sing of mustard. Good
Shit.
Dumbest morons take eating something vegetarian as a direct assault on their fragile masculinity.
And I think we can all agree that the Texas definition is stupid.
That rule would be unenforceable.
There's a place near my house that makes bagels from scratch, which is probably easier.
But you can totally tell they're insanely good.
It would only be fair to use this hot sauce. First ingredient in this hot sauce is or.
You made it with 2 ingredients, Tabasco and Wendy's chili. Totally new recipe. Low.
So if someone makes this on the IS, it will be sugar-free.
I discovered Heinz no sugar added ketchup earlier this year, and it is
Easily 10x better than regular.
Feels like that to me too, but oddly enough I do trust these people.
same, but jelly and BBQ sauce so good.
I've had it, it's good.